Hello class, this is Mike Nolan and this is my week 4 multimedia discussion board. So the job that I've been researching is the job of the Deputy Chief of Police with the Santa Ana Police Department. Some of the responsibilities with this assignment are basically you're the operational manager for the police department. You are the second line in command in the department, right behind the Chief of Police. Responsibilities include reporting directly to the Chief of Police, and one of the major aspects of this responsibility is the oversight of training and the promotional development of members within the organization. So in looking for body language sources as it relates to that position, I was able to come up with 3 sources that were specifically related to law enforcement. I found it somewhat difficult because a lot of body language as it relates to law enforcement has to do with interpreting a suspect's body language and whether that means you're going to be in a fight or a flight situation. But the 3 that I were able to find specifically were related to either interviews from an introductory into an agency or for promotional opportunities. First one was Police Promote. That was a book that I had in my library. It was written by Lieutenant Andy Borello. He's a law enforcement veteran. He's now a captain who has, I believe it's 26 years of law enforcement experience with the San Gabriel Police Department. He's published many articles as it relates to law enforcement and specifically promotion with law enforcement. And one of his best known books that he authored is a book which he titled Oral Interview Dynamics. And that has a lot to do with the dynamics of the interview, and there's quite a bit of information on there on body language. The second source that I used was from Police One. It's policeone.com. Police One is considered to be one of the #1 resources in law enforcement, definitely on the online sector. Their mission is to help fulfill officers in their duties. So whether that be promotion, investigative skills, interagency discipline, they're kind of a go-to source that's a non-government website to provide police officers with up-to-date training and information in reviewing police. When there's several articles dedicated specifically to body language, with the majority of those articles being to interpret a suspect's actions and what that body language means. However, there's a significant portion of articles that related directly to body language and the oral interview process during promotions. And the third source that I used was California Post. That's Police Officer Standards of Training. They are the regulating commission on California police officers. So they have not only the courses that are required to become a police officer and maintain your status as a police officer, but they're continuously pushing out updated information relevant to law enforcement. And in looking at tips that could help someone prepare for an interview, I have the picture and the image of the pen right there. Don't fiddle with your pen. If you have a pen and you bring it in, set it down. If you need it to write, great, pick it up, but don't fiddle with it. That can be distracting to the interview. You have the baby there with the dubious look on his face. Your face is going to tell a lot about the information that you're exchanging or when you're answering a question as well. Face such as that baby's face lets the interviewer know, I'm about to give you an answer I really don't know much about. When you see on the top right the women over there, all the same women, all the same size, the same exact woman as a matter of fact, but the different seating positions. Sit upright, look attentive, be squared away. Bottom right there is the power pose, just like the TED Talk. Torso's exposed, you're upright, sitting in a position of power. You look like you know what you're talking about. You have good stance, ready to be alert and assertive. Another thing that's important is to keep and have and maintain good eye contact throughout the interview. A tip that I would use that I know that works from experience. In addition to the eye contact before an interview, I'd spend 2 to 3 minutes just smiling in front of the mirror, just smiling. Smiles are contagious. You go into an interview, you're smiling, you're engaged with the panel. They're going to smile back, and it'll help you and bring you some success. All right, well, thank you for watching.